I mean, I think there's a lot of things. Obviously, the franchise speaks for itself, and just the winning and the history. And I'm a big basketball junkie, so obviously the chance to put on that uniform and play for the Celtics is attractive enough. But obviously, there's a lot of opportunity, especially in the front court and with the guys that we have. And I think the front office and the coaches believe in me and what I can do. And so I just saw that as a really good, really good for me at this stage of my career.
What's been the messaging so far from Joe and the coaching staff?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone's just excited in general. Excited for where we are. Kind of been the hunted for a long time, and now we can be the hunter and go after teams. And obviously, there's so much opportunity in the East just with everything going on.
You were obviously in a deep front court in Minnesota. Very tough to earn minutes. How important was that opportunity you just brought up, and how big a priority was that for you this summer?
Yeah, it was huge. I feel like I've learned so much, from my time in Minnesota, from being around those type of guys. But I think it was time to find that opportunity to get on the floor. I felt like, in the limited opportunities that I was able to get, I was able to show well and maximize those. But for me, it was a priority for me to get to somewhere where I could get more of those opportunities. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's obviously always adjustments you have to make every level you go through. But for me, I think, number one, just the skill that I have more than anything is playing hard, and I think that helps me. It makes up for a lot of the things that I don't have. But obviously, through being in the league 4 years, I've learned a lot more and have a better understanding, a better IQ and angles, different things that can help me out there, especially on the defensive end. And then offensively, I know that that's a side that I have a lot of confidence in. That I could really help a team in many ways. Just create good offense, create good flow within it, and always be able to help get shots out there, whether it's for myself or my teammates, through screening, passing, whatever it is. I just feel like that's a strength of mine that I've been able to show in the times that I've had.
Did you talk to Josh about coming? Did you talk to Josh about signing here? And what does he bring to the Celtics?
No, I didn't. So it was a surprise, but I called him right away once I saw the news, and we were both excited. I mean, we've been through a lot together. We went when he was a rookie. We went down to Iowa together to play for the Iowa Wolves, and went through training camp, and then kind of made it up together to the Timberwolves, and started to see opportunities, both of us. And both of us, quite honestly, really did produce when we did get those opportunities, but just didn't see too many of them just because of how stacked of a roster we had. So it's cool to see and have someone come with you, that you have a good relationship, and I feel like me and him have always connected on the floor, just playing with each other. So it's gonna be cool to have the opportunity to continue that in Boston.
Have you had any conversations with any of the current Celtics players? I know you showed up at the facility last week.
Yeah, I mean, I got to see, I haven't met everybody, but I got to see a lot of guys. I mean, George Niang obviously is someone I know, just being an Iowa State guy, and I've just known him through, being in the league. Has always been a really good example for me of how he's just made his career work and how he's done so well. And obviously there's seen the rookies and all the guys that were around Boston, and I saw Nemias and when I was out there. So I've met some of the guys, not everybody, but I'm excited to meet the rest of the crew and get to work.
Thank you, sir.